The last thing that I'm going to do in this part of the lesson is add some materials to the ball and the plane just to make the scene look a little more interesting. And we're going to do this the easiest way possible. So if I select an object, I will select my sphere. I can right-click on it. You remember the right-click marking menu from modeling. Down at the very bottom of this long section, I have the ability to assign a new material. Materials control the way that light reflects off of an object. So, for example, a Blinn is shiny where a Lambert is matte. We're going to be using a shader that's a little bit more advanced than the Blinn or the Lambert. If I come down to this Arnold section under Arnold Shader, I have the ability to add an AI standard surface material. My attribute editor should automatically switch over to giving me the attributes for that AI standard surface. If you ever can't find your material, just select your object. Look at the tabs across the top of the attribute editor. There should be an arrow here, and if I keep arrowing all the way over, eventually I will get back to that material. The bouncing ball has a lot of tabs because it has a lot of animation. The floor, my plane here, will be a little bit simpler. The AI standard surface has a number of presets associated with it. All I have to do when I found that AI standard surface tab is go to Presets, and then I can turn this into a balloon, or a bubble, or a car paint, ceramic, chrome, clay. I'm going to use copper because I think copper is fun, but of course, you know, diamond, glass, gold, honey, jade, milk, orange juice, rubber. Skin doesn't really look like skin, but you know, go ahead and have some fun. In any case, whatever you do, you select your preset and then you can replace. You can also blend with other presets, so if I wanted to replace this with copper, now I get this beautiful copper colored sphere. I can go back to presets and say, okay, copper was nice, but I would like to make it just the tiniest bit milky. Let's do a 25% milk. And now it is a milky copper. Good times. You can also come in and manually change the base color. So if I like my milky copper, but I would prefer it to be purple, I can come in here and move it to the purple region. So you've got some nifty options that way. But for the moment, I would just like you to get used to selecting an object, right-clicking, assign new material, Arnold Shader, AI standard surface. I'd like you to be able to locate your material here in the attribute editor, and I would like you to just really quickly go in and give yourself a couple of different presets. Maybe I will make the floor out of brushed metal. Oh yeah, that's a good look. So go in, have some fun with the materials. I know that lighting probably took you a really long time, but now that you're done with lighting, now you can have some fun. And these material presets, they are really fun. Maybe I want to replace this with a balloon. Oh, nice Mylar balloon. Or perhaps even with a bubble. Maybe I want a bubble. That's a little too subtle for my taste. But go ahead, try some things out. You never know what you like until you try it. So enjoy this part and play around with the preset materials.